seems like yesterday when Kylie Cosmetics had their huge hype all across the globe, and everybody was obsessed with it. But now in 2023, not only the hype is over, but it also seems that Kylie simply doesn't care about her cosmetic brand anymore. And what just happened has just further proven this fact. Recently, Sasha Palma, who has been a model for Kylie Cosmetics in 2020, has opened a lawsuit because she didn't get paid for the shoots she made. Despite all the scandals Kylie went through in her life, she somehow managed to not get canceled and even make more money out of all of these situations. And I always keep asking myself how she's doing that. I mean, if you just look at the recent months, there are already more scandals that involve Kylie than most people produce in their entire life. From all of the Photoshop fails on the pictures she has released to make her body look better, to taking private flights as short as 3 minutes while at the same time being an advocate for environmental protection, to getting exposed for her fake relationship with Travis Scott. There is a lot going wrong in her world, and if I would list out all the controversies she's been into, it probably would take me hours. But now it seems that her biggest success in business, which is Kylie Cosmetics, that even earned her the billionaire status, which is also highly questionable since Forbes has taken that status away from her, will become her biggest scandal to date. If you look at it, Kylie Cosmetics had probably as many scandals as Kylie herself. But this year, she made everything worse, and even though she sold the majority of the company, she is still the face of it. And therefore, all her actions will result in Kylie Cosmetics getting a backlash. For example, one time Kylie got slammed online for creating makeup in her own lab and posting a picture of it to Instagram. The problem was not that she was in the lab making the makeup, which was probably just a promo move anyways. The problem was that she created the makeup without wearing any gloves or hairnet. And it got even worse when she shared a TikTok video of how she was creating a new product for Kylie Cosmetics. In the video, you could see how her lab coat was fully opened and she was dipping her fingers in the products. This made tons of people that bought Kylie Cosmetics extremely angry, as they thought that it was not just unhygienic, but also straight out gross and led to their overall sales to dip. Another example would be the viral lip challenge, which to be fair is already from 2015, but it just got a revival in 2023. If you don't exactly remember the lip challenge, it was a viral trend where people claimed that you could get similar lips to Kylie when you follow it. Now, before I explain to you what this challenge is, I want to give you a disclaimer to not do it because it's just straight out stupid and you could hurt yourself. To do this challenge, all you have to do is to insert your lips into a small jar or a bottle and create a vacuum for a couple of minutes. While most people followed this trend for fun, other people really thought that you could get lips like Kylie and suck their lips into a bottle for over an hour, which left them with sometimes damages that could not be undone. While Kylie never claimed that you could get lips like her when you suck them in a bottle, she did claim that she never had surgery for her lips. And all she uses is the Kylie Cosmetics lip liner. Now, keep that in mind because it's going to be important later on. By the way, Kylie is not only denying that she had lip filler, she is also denying that she had any plastic surgery in her life. After Kylie got a huge backlash for that, she decided it was time to step in and she posted on Twitter, "I'm not here to encourage people and young girls to look like me or to think this is the way they should look. I want to encourage young girls like me to be yourself and not be afraid to experiment with your look." The funny thing is that for years, she was trying to keep the lie up and said that she never had any plastic surgery. However, most people never believed her about that, and the most famous quote on that was, "Kylie, you don't need to lie, we have eyes." For years, she was telling this lie to sell more and more of her cosmetic products to keep the fake idea alive, that people that buy the products could look like her. However, in 2023, during an interview, she revealed that she got plastic surgery, at least in a very mild way. Because the only thing she revealed is that she got lip fillers. She told the magazine, "I think a big misconception about me is that I've had so much surgery on my face and that I was some insecure person." Later in the interview, she added, "Yeah, I love full lips and wanted full lips. But growing up, I was always the most confident person in the room. I was the girl performing for everyone. I had my one lip insecurity thing, so I got lip filler, and it was the best thing I've ever done. I don't regret it, but I always thought I was cute." Looking at the before and after pictures of Kylie, people obviously didn't buy her claim that she only had one surgery and that it was on her face. I'm just going to show you the before and afters again and let you form your own opinion so you can answer the question if that change was really possible with just one lip injection. The funny thing right here is that Kylie even exposed herself in an interview with the Paper magazine where she said, "People think I fully went under the knife and completely reconstructed my face," which is completely false. They don't understand what good hair and makeup and fillers can really do. Now, besides her questionable statements, it's surprising to me that Kylie Cosmetics didn't get sued before for all the false advertisements she did. I mean, promising young women that you can look like you by buying your cosmetics when in reality you got multiple fillers in your lips is highly questionable, at least in my eyes. However, now it seems that Kylie Cosmetics really has to deal with a lawsuit, which surprisingly is not for false advertisement, but for not paying one of their models. The model we are talking about is Sasha Palma that was booked for a photo shoot back in 2020. They agreed to pay the model $2,000 for a one-day photo shoot in June, and the model was supposed to get paid by early July based on the deadline in the contract. Instead of paying, Kylie Cosmetics decided to hire her for another one-day photo shoot in August with the same rate. Both of the contracts didn't get paid, and apparently there is a clause in the contract that entitles the model to $60,000 in penalty fees for each day of shooting. What made the model so upset is not the fact that she didn't get paid, but the way how Kylie Cosmetics acted. In an interview with TMZ, she said, "Kylie Cosmetics was perfectly able to pay on time, but they chose not to, and therefore they have to pay all the penalty fees." What's interesting about this entire situation is that Kylie even reacted to it. See, usually the Kardashians are extremely quiet about all of their lawsuits. But this time Kylie decided to make a statement. Apparently, Kylie reported that the invoice from the model was paid in the right time frame and that they have documentation to prove it. Further, she said that there is a chance that the model's agent could have held payments from her which would not be her fault. And if you just listen to what Kylie says, it makes perfect sense. However, if you think about this entire situation, the question becomes why they even need to go to court in that case and open a lawsuit. I mean, any court in the world would simply deny the lawsuit if Kylie Cosmetics had proven documentation of paying her models. Now, what do you think about this entire situation? Let me know down in the comments, and with that being said, thanks for watching and until next time.